Hold it.
Take 3. Hey, what's up, G?
Zach G mixed it.
Hey, it's the art of revolution.
Push the masses away from the media. Every day it's a new distraction from what matters to me. And you get the public together to speak in front of the theater with a microphone dangling. Congress tied up and they hearing us like, hey y'all, I'm holding this microphone like a K-Dog. And with this A-Dog, I kick the revolution way off. Today's the day, dog. They ain't like us, I'm quoting K-Dog. I'm from the days of face-to-face conversations like, hey, wait up. The fake is blatant, we ain't the racist. The claim is baseless, they taking face pics. The trade for information, take away your simple basics. The day-to-day Satan worship is taking place. It's your chance to speak your mind and probably your last time. Time is running out, we hustle every day for peace of mind. Chief and grind, that's what I'm saying when I'm out here getting mine. Get in line, the time to make a difference is not. Push, push out the evil and pull in the truth. I know you got something to say and now's your time to say it, dude. Like push, pull, push out the evil and pull in the truth. I know you got something to say and now's your time to say it, dude. Like
Welcome to Art of Revolution. We're going to dip our toes into some conspiracy, some politics, just about everything right now. As you all know, we have Katillist Jones jumping in and ParanoiRadio. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
What's up, everybody? Katillist, you want to go first or what?
Hey, you know me, Katillist Jones. You can find me all the usual suspects. Got a big announcement. White Rabbit is back on YouTube. Now I got one video on there right now, but we're gonna fully launch that bitch here sometime this week. And yeah, man, it's just an honor to be here with you guys. Tommy Prophet's always coming with that fire, so it's an honor to be on your show, brother.
Thank you.
That's right. And everybody, I want to thank the Lord for allowing me to be here today. And I want to thank every single one of you for allowing me to enter your space. Tommy Prophet, thank you so much for having me on your show. It's an honor and a privilege and a humbling one at that, because I get to spend some time on a Sunday morning, not only drinking, but also doing my favorite pastime with my favorite fucking peoples. That is right. Thank you so much for having me on, bro.
Right on, brother. Looks like the man just came down for a second. What's going on?
You're not coming through the microphone.
Oh, I'm not coming through the microphone. Uh-oh. On the recording?
Should be good now.
Okay. Oh, he pushed the button. See, that's why you gotta have the El Maestro around. You know what I mean?
That studio production stuff ready to go. I'm having issues with my wife over here too. I'm lagging. But if by all means, guys, you gotta check them out. Tommy Prophet, the Art of Revolution podcast coming up and hitting hard. Dropping the hammer of the gods. Fuck yeah, bro. What's up, bro?
Shit, just chilling, bro. Man, it's been a minute in the making. We're finally starting to make some progress and shit. We're gonna hit hard, man. You know what I mean? I think one of the things that we mostly lack in the world right now is communication. The ability to talk to people we disagree with, shit like that. You know, it's most of us, like I always say this too, we don't even know our neighbors' names, half of us. You know what I mean? It's kind of sad when you get down into it, man.
You know what's funny, bro? You want me to spread some truth with you? Want me to share something with you, bro? Yeah. I would buy this is me back then. Just a couple months ago. I would buy drugs from my fucking neighbor without knowing his name.
Yep.
That should tell you everything. That should
It's crazy,
right?
bro.
Yeah.
Crazy. And you know, if you got a Trump sign and you're a Biden sign, and you know,
there it is right there.
Most people hate each other.
Yeah.
You know? And they're like live next door to each other, picking each other's fruit out of each other's trees, don't know each other's name and hate each other over politics. Come the fuck on.
Correction. Not in California. There's no more fruit trees in the streets of California. If you go down to LA and the most urban areas of this fucking state, you won't find trees with fruits hanging down. And they say it's because they don't want to clean up after it. But it's because we all know what it is. Nobody wants to have seed-full trees. male
Yeah.
trees with seeds so that you could replant. They want you to be completely insulated and asking for your fruits to have no seed, like seedless grapes, seedless watermelon that's all contaminated and has hormones and a fuckery. Sorry.
Now they're trying to make seedless humans, right? That the whole
Oh.
transgender movement.
Well, yeah, what's that shit RFK was talking about? That what the hell? It's a fertilizer catalyst. You know what it is. They put it on all our foods, and it's like a estrogen. I don't know if I'm saying this right. Antagonist and estrogen antagonist or something. High levels of estrogen. It's feminizing the world. It's fucking crazy.
Right. Well, all soy products do that as well too.
Yeah.
So like when people think they're being healthy drinking soy milk and stuff, you're actually spiking your estrogen levels.
Exactly what I just did right now with the alcohol. The alcohol is done so that it can get you into mental stability. I call it focus, right? But it also diminishes your testosterone levels.
Yeah.
It's true. Look it up. It's true. So do drugs. That's why your pee-pee goes small when you fucking do tweak. You got tweak pee-pee. It's the truth, bro. It's fucking bullshit.
Hey, I'm curious if you guys are paying attention to all this shit that's starting to go down. Not only in we're seeing it in Colorado, but they're not protesting, but they're rioting in Oakland as well.
He posted something about Colorado, I think today, didn't you? Let me see.
I haven't seen the news. Fill me in, guys.
Didn't you post something on your Instagram about it today? Or maybe I was looking at somebody else's. I don't know. But the Colorado, go ahead, Catalyst.
Well, I'm not. I don't have my finger to the pulse as much as you. I've been doing a lot of behind the scenes podcasting, technical shit the past couple of days.
All
so
right.
I paid too much attention to it. So I was hoping one of you guys could fill me in on what's going on.
I got a little info on the Aurora thing.
Word. Same here.
A couple Venezuelan gangs took over 2 apartment complexes, guarding them with AK-47, robbing jewelry stores, just going ham. I haven't heard a lot about Oakland. What are you thinking? I saw something you posted today about Americans can't even go to Venezuela.
Word. Check this out. Okay, so if you want to enter Venezuela, not as a tourist, and you want to stay there, I think it's after not sure, 4 to 8 weeks. # look it up, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. There's always an error for margin here. In order to go into Venezuela now, you need a visa. If not, you're gonna be considered a fucking terrorist. Yet there, Caracas, which is the fucking the capital of Venezuela, the mayor told every single fucking prisoner and asylum person, mental illness detainee, whatever you want to call them, and they told them, we'll release you if you move up north. They got out of the fucking country, they moved up north, and now one of the most expanding and biggest train wrecks, which is the name of the fucking gang, train wrecks of Venezuelans, is here, and they're stapling themselves in Aurora. The name of the gang is El Tren de Aurora.
Yeah.
This is not by accident, bro. This is by fucking design. # look it up. It's one of the most deadliest gangs in the southern hemisphere of the Americas. And quite frankly, bro, if they staple themselves in Aurora, Colorado, what do you think is going to happen? I also did see in TikTok University, I'm not sure how this tangible and how factual this can be, but I did find out that there's a bunch of bikers, untold Hells Angels, moving up north right now to Colorado to take care of business, because the fucking local gangs, like on my post, where the fuck are the local gangs at? Like, I come from LA, bro. The local gangs here are super territorial. If you have this is why they didn't staple themselves in LA, because we have too many fucking gangs. Each other block is a different gang from the same clique, from the same hood. You know what's up in California. So,
hey, but not like it used to be, though, brother, because, the government funded the cartels to basically go in and thin out the gangs. So they like fucking came in and muscled over the neighborhood gangs. And so now all the neighborhood gangs have to answer to the cartels.
I don't know about that either. And I just want to get into the biker thing. Colorado has what's that?
You don't know about it because of jail? Because I know in jail it's a different program. And the business is handled in jail, mostly in the streets. But what's up with the biker gang? That's really super interesting.
Yeah, just to clarify on that, the certain Latino gangs and cartels work together, but neighborhoods are neighborhoods, and neighborhoods will always be neighborhoods. And I know that for a fact. And they are super territorial. Some of them, most of the Latino gangs work with each other, and are subordinate to a certain organization who works with the organization that you were just talking about. And
Word.
then I'm going to tell you on the motorcycle club thing, I seriously doubt that. I'd kind of, I have some
Oh, you
experience.
do? That's
It's called
disappointing to
presence,
hear.
bro.
I was hoping you would say they would absolutely do that.
Well,
I think it's about presence. If there's presence, they'll shut the fuck up and hide like cockroaches.
I mean, they
I
did
don't
that.
think
They
I
did
don't
that in
think that
Nevada,
that's
right?
gonna happen, you guys. I think that that's
I've seen it happen.
I know, but I've seen a bunch of this stuff. There are some there's a biker. Oh, let me look it up right now.
All right. Well, while you're looking that up, I was like, I was talking to one of our friends,
Okay.
Tiger, just the other day, and he was
Yeah.
telling me about how when Antifa tried to come out towards Carson City, everybody banded together and showed up with their guns and shit.
Yeah, it was people. That was people, but there's a MC in Colorado. It's SOS. I'm just gonna say the name, and they're the dominant. That's their state, and I'm not sure how well they get along with other motorcycle clubs. First off, first things first, right?
Untethered motorcycle. I mentioned House Angels because one of the most prevalent ones out here, but they didn't have any badges on their shit. There was a bunch of bikers.
It was
the videos that I've seen.
probably just regular bikers. I would venture to say, and I'm gonna tiptoe around the motorcycle club stuff. So I'm pretty sure that the motorcycle organized diamond clubs aren't gonna wind up exposing themselves out there to those kinds of situations for a multitude of reasons, but
Can I narrow it down to one question?
That sounds like bullshit to me. Go ahead.
In like that, you guys remember the Reagan speech where he talks about like how quickly we would come together if we had an outside worldly threat. We'd put our differences aside. Don't you think that might be a certain situation where the motorcycle clubs would put their differences aside? No, you don't think so, and band together?
No, I don't think it's a difference thing. I think it's that's such a complicated political thing that you guys are talking about right now, and it doesn't I don't believe it, just due to what my experiences or whatever. I don't believe it. I don't think that that's going to happen for a bunch of reasons. Plus I know SOS is has a pretty firm stance on their area, and they're more than capable. They are more than capable of handling this themselves. And as a matter of fact, they'll handle it. They don't need anybody to come in. They've been there. They've controlled that state for so long. They don't need anybody. They don't need any help. So
again, that was just TikTok University. I'm not stating that that's factual. I'm not saying what I saw. So what I saw. But what I do know is about these Venezuelans is because I relate. It's that it's affecting many different people, bro. And as a product of immigration, as a Chicano here in the United States of America, I have all the fucking rights to talk shit about my fucking race as much as I fucking want. And fuck everybody. All my fucking people had to work every single day of the fucking week so that I could eat a tortilla with a little bit of fucking cream when I was a fucking kid. I would eat fucking couple noodles 80,000 types of different ways, cilantro, chopped onions, whatever the fuck you want to call it, because my parents were busy working and I had nothing to eat. I had to go steal a hot Cheeto bag when I was a fucking kid every single down the street of the 7-Eleven because my immigrant people were over here suffering, paying thousands of dollars to become part of the fucking civilization and loving this fucking country. The biggest difference of every immigrant today coming in through that border is that they do not love this fucking country.
And they're coming in here with their hands open, expecting, right? Because it's almost as like they've all been given a memo and promises that the people here in the United States aren't privy of, other than people like us that are actually paying attention to what's going on.
Damn.
And I know Tommy's show Art of Revolution here is about how do we band together, as a community, as people, and as one. And I've been saying this since December of last year, that all these immigrants that are, when you leave a country for refuge, you bring your family because you want to protect them. And when you leave for war, you leave your family behind, right? And what we're seeing is military age fighting men. I've been saying that closer and closer we get to the election, they're going to start turning on American people. And that's exactly what we're seeing right now in Colorado. So as American people, it hasn't happened in our state or city yet, thank God. But how do we come together as people to prevent this from happening in other places?
We got to
May
grow
I
some
add something
balls
real
first
quick?
off. Go ahead.
Let me add something here. The kids are being recycled. And this is how I know. On a personal line, I'll let you guys know a little bit more about this. There's people that are bringing in people from the border and using the kids to come in with kids that are not belonging to them, that don't look like them.
Right.
They get the kids into a camp, separate them under Obama laws, and then send them back to Mexico. And then those kids come back with another fucking set of people.
Yep.
And then come through a specific border again. And this is not a lie. This is factual, guys. And people are paying over 10,000. This is why you, as an immigrant, when you pay La Maña in Tijuana, the border, the people that control the border is called La Maña in TJ. It means habits. When you pay $10,000 worth to get you crossed, it's not to get you crossed and walk you through a gate. No, it's to give you a set of little peoples so you could come in as a family and get asylum, because you have to meet certain criterias for that the United States Custom Patrol could fucking let you in.
And do you think that it's the Democratic Party that is behind all this shit?
Oh, it's bigger than that.
All of them.
It's way bigger than that.
I'm glad you guys both said that.
There's cops bought out, bro. There's cops bought out, bro. That are controlling that shit. There's cops in high-ranking positions that know.
Oh yeah,
the ins and outs of that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying cops. I'm saying like the highest of high politicians.
The political elite.
Right, on both ends. I mean, didn't we just see like the most assassinations in one election over there in Mexico this time around? It was in the double digits of assassinations of everybody that was running for president.
I wonder who made those calls. Wonder who makes that call, because it's probably not the cartels or Mexico. It's whoever controls the cartels, right? That makes those high level calls.
And she just recently also put some tariffs on the United States of America, and we're out on a trade war right now. To this day. Yep. Hashtag look it up, Google that shit, bitches. GTS that shit. There's people right now that in the Mexican government pushing that shit away and making sure that we are on a lock tie with our biggest trader is Mexico.
Yeah.
For the United States, the biggest trader right now is Mexico. And that bond needs to stay strong for many fucking reasons. They're also a very, very, very oilic. They have a lot of oil, all right, guys, and a lot of food. And they produce a lot of shit for us. Oreos are produced in Mexico. The thing is this, they are putting tariffs on us because they don't like us going in there and catching what you said, cartel members. It's against our sovereignty. You coming in across our borders through the air and catching our cartel members. Trip the fuck out.
I didn't realize that Mexico was such a big part of our trading other than illegal shit.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. What is it? NAFTA, since NAFTA.
Interesting. Right? Yeah, I'm going to have to dig more into that shit.
I don't think Canada really... I mean, they participate to an extent, but not on the level Mexico does. North America...
Canada partakes more for Europe. And then Mexico partakes more for the Americas in all senses. Obviously, yeah, man.
That's a good thing. One of the things I think there's a little miscalculation too on the part of whoever thinks that they're gonna sway this and that with the people who are coming over the border, because I mean the Latin community is the swing to the right is insane. I don't know if you guys have been watching that, but I mean the right swing is higher than I think it's ever been in history right now. And that's up and down ballot, not just for Trump.
But we need that to be way bigger than it is right now. And here's what I think that a lot of Republicans don't know. Actually, a lot of Americans don't know. And I really, really hope this doesn't sway people away from voting. But what they're doing with these illegals that are coming in is they're telling them that they need to go get an ID. And so they're
Yeah.
persuading them to go get these IDs. And what happens when they go to the DMV is they're registering to vote. And that is how they're going to, that is the new way that they're planning on cheating in this election. And man, we've been flooded with illegals. So that's we need, if we're going to win legally, we need to win by a lot more than we actually need to win by, because we need to counteract their fucking cheating.
Did you watch that
If
video?
this was a popularity, if this was
Go
a
ahead.
popularity contest, Katillist, you would be spot on. There's a small margin of error here. Electoral college means you need to vote for the representatives in your area.
Yeah.
Now, where are these super illegals? Unfortunately, with the same place, unfortunately for the Democrats, the same place where these super illegals are the people that the Latinos that are supporting Trump, or at least the right side, or Kennedy, are established Latinos that have been paying their way to get a visa, to have a worker's permit, etc., and etc. So I know people in the third and second age living in poverty still today because they're paying lawyers out of pocket in LA. And when they see this shit, it doesn't even matter if you're from Colombia, Venezuela, or fucking Haiti. It doesn't matter. They see you fucking doing better than them after a week of being here. Jealousy starts to kick in. And I don't know anybody more racists than the Latino household.
Oh, yeah.
We could be fucking racist, bro, with each other. We don't give a fuck. Like we go through the throat. So if it means America first, household first, Latinos are more conservative than you could ever think, bro. And I think you're right. Yeah.
And I love it. It seems like the minority households are starting to wake up more and more and realize that it's the working class versus the established parasitic elites at the moment, right? And they've been duped for so long that they have to vote Democrat. It's like, oh, they're for the people, and they're starting to see that they're fucking stabbing them in the back while they're telling them all these promises. Like, what the fuck have you actually done for us other than fuck us over every fucking time?
Well, check this out, you guys. So I'm of the belief that there is no minority. We're all American, right? So what the fuck is this putting a label on somebody? The only reason you're going to label people, right? We're all fucking Americans. People who come here and work and do the right thing and want to live the dream, right? They're all Americans too. Like, there is no minority. Just because you're black, you're an American. You're a white, you're an American. You're Hispanic, you're an American. Right, as long as you're contributing. So the word minority is a intentional division because they're that calculated.
I can't believe you said that. That's racist.
That's fucking racist. How dare you assume my gender today? I feel like a yellow LED, and tomorrow I'll be a disco ball. How dare you?
Culture is different though. So minority, we're all American. We all have different cultures, but that doesn't make you a minority.
Right, but the Democrats don't want you to think that way. They want you to think that you are a minority. While it's the very old simple tactic, divide and conquer. That's all it is.
Victimization. Right. Minority means victim. That's what it means. And if you're a minority, I don't know. I got a bunch of people of all different cultures, and none of them say I'm a victim.
Right.
I'm a victim. They may say, well, I'm from a minority group. No, you're from a victim group, bro.
Right. And that's one of the ways they get you. It's you put a label on something, and now all of a sudden, and that creates this tribalism bullshit that we're seeing now as well. And you get so caught up in your tribalism in your tribe that you're blind to actual facts because it goes against your tribalism, that you're just going to dismiss things that are right there in front of your face.
I know, it's insane, isn't it?
The idea of minorities attacking each other. Let me lower my gain here real quick. The idea of minorities attacking each other or not attacking each other in a third world country, it's funny. It's funny how you put that. You know why they become and stay and remain third world countries?
Why's that, brother?
Bonaparte said, this French little hobbit dude with a fucking short man complex, after he took over France and fought off a lot of rivals. Napoleon said, the only reason the rich are not being murdered in the streets today by the poor is because of religion. Hashtag look it up. That is factual.
I like you say hashtag look it up.
That's tight. We're gonna have to put that in there.
That should be an episode title. Hashtag look it up.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Bam. Word, bro.
No,
Yeah.
no, I like that. That's good. But I was kind of curious if Tommy, you could give me a little bit of insight, because a lot of people seem to be talking about this Albert Pike letter as of recent.
You mean the 3 world wars?
Yeah, and everybody's saying that it's like on point to the T. And I know that you've studied that letter a little bit. I was kind of wondering what your take on it was.
Well, most of the people that are saying that, if they can get through 3 chapters of morals and dogma, right, then they can go ahead and tell me what they think that this Albert Pike letter means, because the vocabulary and the way that he wrote it was so on such another level, right, that most your average Joes will get bored after the first couple paragraphs. So no, people just don't know. He wrote it, and it's been misinterpreted a bunch of different ways. It's going to be a war in the Middle East, right? So I mean, he's not far off. There's been a war in the Middle East for thousands of years, right? But I think that's something, if you want to get into it, we should pull it, print it, and sit down and read it and talk about it in that aspect instead of speculating.
I've
which
never
nobody
read it, bro.
does.
It'll be a pleasure, bro. I haven't read a book since I was in high school. Most of the shit that I do is fucking research with video content. So reading a book today will probably be one of the most biggest blessings in my life, and for all the audience.
Yeah, I'd be down to sit in on that one too, because I'm really curious about it. I listen to a lot of people's breakdowns of it and whatnot. So it'd just be good to get more of somebody that studied a little bit more than your average bear's take on it.
Well, let's print the letters.
Let's just say this though. In that letter, they say that the Third World War will be like nothing that is ever seen, and fought like no war anybody's ever seen, and war will be amongst the people, and they won't even realize it.
I don't remember that.
We're there.
We are there.
We are there.
I don't remember that being
so. That could be some sort of a well, like you said, let's not speculate. If it's not right in front of us, then
we should. I mean, that's actually, especially for both you guys do conspiracy stuff, we should actually print the thing out. It's not long. Print it out and go on the White Rabbit and then in Paranoid Radio and read it, so people know what it actually says, instead of one person. It's like a game of fucking telephone, just like everything else. But
you said it right there. Right, hold that fucking thought right there. Telephone.
Yeah.
We are here. Yeah. No, bro. Revelations, it's unfolding now. This is not a religious or a biblical sense of view. This is just what it is, bro.
Yeah.
Hunger, famine, war, sounds of war, Leviathan. Even I'm preparing an episode on Leviathan right now, very soon. Yo, the shit that's happening right now, chipping ourselves. You honestly think that the Social Security number or Elon Musk are the chip? No, motherfucker. Let me pull this shit up. This is the fucking chip right here. You just chipped yourself and you love it. You were enslaved. Stockholm syndrome. Anybody? You just Stockholm syndrome your own kid, and then your own kid cries for this shit. Can't even eat a plate of fucking harmonic food with a fucking an iPad in front of them, because they're so addicted to being what? Slaves. We are chipped now, and we are in love with it, bro. The end of times. It's what a time to be alive. The end of times is now, bro. We are witnessing it, and we are literally informing and digital soldiers. What we are doing, we are the Picassos, we are the Da Vinci's, the Dalis of our time. Bro, back then in the day, Dali, Da Vinci, and all these amazing sculptures and people and blueprinters and people that would build these amazing cathedrals with acoustic sounds around them, they were ahead of their time, and they were the influencers, the YouTubers of their ends, right? The people with their prime. Yeah, this is what we are today. And we are fighting this amazing obliteristic, I want to talk evil cabal that's taking over not our bodies, bro, because our bodies remain our souls, our train of thought, our manifestations powers, our frequency. Most
See,
important part, our fucking frequency.
That's cool. That's cool that you went there on the revelation thing, because it really actually ties exactly into what we're talking about. So I'll tie it all in right now. More
here it
Albert
is.
Pike, right? Telephone and revelations, right? See, more people in the world, in the history of the world, up until current day, have read Revelations, read it and study it. Nobody's reading Albert Pike's letters unless they're a scholar, right? So it's easy to play telephone. Revelation, you can't, and it's. I mean, you're on target. It's biblical. This shit is fucking biblical. And it's crazy that it either, I mean, I don't want that. You know, I don't want that kind of shit to happen.
You can't live without it. You can't. I can't live. I cannot go home without this shit.
Yeah.
I run my podcast here. I run my life here. 30% of my job goes through this fucking piece of shit right here that we call our sixth sense.
Oh, dude, and they throw it right in our face too. What is that fucking symbol right there?
Sin.
Yeah.
Knowledge.
That's why I got an Android, sucker.
I seen this stupid post on TikTok that gay people use iPhones. Get the fuck out.
Oh, I saw that too. You can't be a member of the gay community. You're not an official LBGTQ, whatever the fuck
if you don't have an
other
iPhone.
letters are, unless you have an iPhone. Once you get an iPhone, then you're a member of the LGBT community.
Depends how you use the word gay. If you're in the 90s, you're clear. You use gay as that's fucking whack. Oh, that's gay. That's stupid. Gay. Gay, right? Whatever. If you're in the Z's area in the early 2000s, then you're gay. Until you were gay. Nobody gave a fuck until you were. No one cared that you were shoving shit up your ass until you were gay. Until you were really gay.
Yeah. Or nobody really. I remember I grew up in the 90s. I didn't give a fuck. I never paid attention. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all this division is. I'm going to put it directly at the feet of Barack Hussein Obama, aka Barry Soetoro, the fucking the juvenile delinquent that became president after giving a dumbass speech at the DNC, right? And then he completely divided us across every single demographic line, and then made us all shit on each other, kick back, smoked his fucking Newports, and laughed at us because he was winning, not no more.
And he smoked crack and was hanging out with Larry Sinclair, who testified about some very bad things that may have happened between the two of them. Hashtag
and just
look it
jump.
Up.
There we go. And to jump into the backseat of that limo.
Yeah.
Oh, hashtag
Yep, we don't want to get kicked off of YouTube just yet. We're just getting started. But
there's actually I've heard rumors of pictures and stuff of they got scrubbed, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, there is videos. There is videos of Larry Sinclair testifying in a court of law and explaining exactly what happened, and it gets pretty graphic. Yeah.
That's public information too, you know. And then I mean, I can't remember the people who brought Obama up, like, were extremely radical too. You know, Bill Ayers, Bernardine Dorn, they were part of, what the hell is that? I can't remember, but they were involved in firebombing police stations, courthouses, judges, all that shit. And they were his professors. They were the people who led him. You know, Saul Alinsky's Rules for Radicals. That playbook, you can see that playbook in front of you. You can literally timeline that playbook happening. You could say exactly what they did first, promised everybody's going to come together, immediately divided, all the immoral stuff that comes next. And I mean, you can watch, it's literally over a set of maybe the 8 years of Obama, then it stopped for a minute, and then it started back up in 2020, and you can literally check it off. Boom, boom. You have to read the book. I mean, it's tiny. It only take you an hour.
Bam.
It's also woven in with Maoism too, because we're seeing Maoism right in front of our face, and that's how they were able to divide everybody back then, is separate the thoughts between the children and the parents, and then confuse them, turn everybody transgender, so then you don't have any fighting age men and people aren't able to reproduce. Boom, you take over.
Yeah, it
Hey,
you know,
wait. Rabbit, do you mind saying that again a little slower for the audience? The
Oh,
whole process?
I'm all jacked up on coffee, you guys. But basically, what it is you infiltrate the schools so that you are able, not only the schools, but the entertainment that the kids are paying attention to. And then you separate the families so that the parents have no authority over the children. Therefore, the government becomes the parents at that point, and the
Yeah.
government is
Welcome
telling
to
you.
2024.
Yes, and that is well, I mean, we've been seeing this starting to happen for a long time now. Like Tommy was saying, man. It's almost I would say it really got kicked into effect during Obama, but I would say that the first Bush death clan is the ones that started to implement this shit.
Maybe I don't know enough about that. I
Yo,
will tell you this is a
9/11.
matter of fact though.
Huh.
The racial, so Marx and Mao were racist and they didn't like gay people at all, but the new Marxism and new Maoism is racial division and sexual immorality. Like, I mean, I don't know what other word, the trans, all that shit. That's the new religion. That's the new Marxism and the new Maoism is the trans stuff that's being forced on people's throats. And no disrespect, because I really honestly don't give a fuck. I don't
Right.
care. Like, I
But
don't
they're
care.
using it. It's not about the people that truly are that way. It's about the way that they're weaponizing it against everyone.
Yeah.
And think about this. And I know this is kind of fucked up to think about, but mothers get 1 day, fathers get 1 day, veterans get 1 day. Why does gay people get an entire fucking month?
No,
Well, yeah.
they
Go
don't.
ahead.
They got, correct me if I'm wrong, hashtag look it up, 176 holidays of the year in America.
What? That are dedicated towards the LGBT XYZ LMNOP?
And Father's Day, the one that matters the most, if you ask me, Father's
Yeah.
Day, it's number 36 in the most celebrated holidays in the United States of America. How does a Halloween ghost get more credence and powerful religious behavior dedicated to them than Father's Day? Father's Day
Hallmark.
drops at 36. Halloween is at number 8. What
Hallmark.
the fuck?
It's all on how you make the holiday out to be, and it's way more fun for kids to dress up and pretend to be something than to go fishing with dad.
It's financial too. It's extremely financial. And they we have a Veterans Day too. Why don't we have a Veterans Month?
We should definitely have a veterans.
Why don't
month.
we have a month
Happy
where we
Labor
go
Day,
out
guys.
there and we spend a month honoring our veterans, doing something for our veterans or something along those lines, or people who served with distinction or are going through the struggles that they're going through now. We should have set some time aside and just, let them know we support them and we got their back. And I get it, man. That the fucked up part about that whole thing is nobody cares what your gender or sexual orientation or what you want. Nobody gives a shit. No, like literally.
Right, but the fact that they're willing to promote this and push it and shove it down everybody's throat should tell you everything that you need to know. And not only that, and another thing that's almost just as sick, and we were just talking about veterans and stuff, and to rewind this back to the beginning of our conversation and these
Word.
illegals that are coming in, we
Yeah,
have veteran homeless people that are sleeping on the streets, that are dying on the streets. These people need medical help,
Yeah.
and we're giving thousands of dollars to these people that are coming here illegally and putting them up in the nicest fucking of nice hotels.
Yeah, we have a drug addiction problem too, not only among our vets, but we have a rising drug addiction problem among our youth. And it's something that nobody even touches on or talks about really. I mean, some people talk about the fentanyl crisis and stuff like that. But there's a lot more drug addiction starting to happen, especially among, the people who are just reaching adulthood or veterans or people who are getting ready to retire. No, they're starting to get hooked on drugs and alcohol, and that's insane in itself,
Well,
and nobody's talking about it.
You go ahead, brother.
Go for it.
I was just gonna say though, like across the board, these people, we're living through times that like nobody has ever lived through, at least in a few hundred years or our lifetime, right? Like this is some crazy shit in America that is happening. And it's almost like if you're awake to this shit, it drives you to that point because everybody around you is so dumb and business as usual, as if nothing is happening. And it's like, oh, did you watch
Yeah.
The Masked Singer last night? No, motherfucker, I did not watch The Masked Singer
Yeah,
last night
we
because
didn't.
we're
I
living
didn't,
through the
stupid bitch.
collapse
Yeah.
of society.
Yeah.
And it's hard for
Guys.
people. It's hard for
Yeah.
people that are awake to have to live day to day as if nothing is happening. So they numb themselves.
It's
Go
conditioned.
ahead, brother.
It's conditioned. It's exactly what I mentioned in the earlier stages of this podcast.
Yeah.
Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah,
You guys don't see it, but it is, bro. You are in love with your kidnapper and you love being enslaved.
Yeah.
It is so fucked up to realize that people out there are watching, and not that I give a fuck about the Olympics, but people are celebrating the Olympics and a man beats a woman in boxing. Yeah. Back then in the day when I was coming up, a man beats on a woman, he'll go to jail. That is his golden star. You go to jail, you get your ass whooped, and you go to fucking jail. All right, bro. Now you're getting gold stars and participation trophies from when you are a young age. You are completely obliterating the entire conservative and the most structural way, the Jesus way, the religious way. Remember, religious way. The most powerful way to bring up a nuclear family. It's fine if your mom is not home. It's fine if your dad's not home. But if you have some values and you get to still instill that, life is not about finding yourself. Life is about what other people think of you. It's like life, bro. It's not what you can do, but what people can say what you can do. What people say that you are good at, right? This is what it is.
Yeah.
A lot of people say, oh, yeah, your podcast show, who have you had on?
Yeah,
Wait. They're talking about what guests have you had on your show? The guest makes the show. Fuck you.
Yeah.
How about the host of the show becomes a guest? Have you thought about that in the other sense of the other time? I am a guest on this show today, guys, by miracle of God and by pressure of Katillist Jones because he's a motherfucker at talking shit.
Yeah, shit.
Straight up. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
instead of seeing the glass half full, you have to say half empty or the other way around. Logic is upside down to me, bro.
Yeah, no, it is.
Hey, I wanted to rewind a little bit what you were saying there halfway through. You were getting into the Olympics and everything, and
I didn't want to go too deep because it already passed. No, that's why I was
it's totally fine though, but we can rewind back on that because I like to say mental gymnastics when you talk about these people that are having to be so oblivious to things. You call it Stockholm syndrome, but let's say the mental gymnastics that these people have to do when they're out there saying that they're fighting for women's rights, and yet what they're doing is they're taking away the women's right to even fucking compete against one another, and slowly but surely they're taking away women's rights all over the board, because they have to give these cabinet jobs to people that wear a dress and look in the mirror, and call themselves a beautiful woman and yet stand up when they take a piss. So I don't know what the fuck this is, but at some point these people have to wake up and realize that they are destroying themselves.
Yeah, no, that's 100% true.
There's a saying in Spanish, real quick. I don't want to interrupt. Real quick. In Spanish, there's a saying. In order to para ganarse una mujer, se habla por el oído, y para ganarse un hombre, se habla por el estómago. Which means, in order to conquest a woman's heart, it's through the ear. In order to conquest a man's heart, it's through the stomach.
Yep.
You tell a woman anything, and I'm not bashing on women here. I'm about to have an all women's episode on the show. I'm not talking shit about women here. But some women, most women, are not categorized to be leaders. And these people fight for their own rights just to get their rights taken away by the same people that they fought against originally. It's retarded, bro. concept and logic are upside down. What up is down instead of what up is in. It's stupid, bro.
It is. It's. I don't know, man. It's really up to us at the end of the day, too. You know, I mean, there's just there's so much shit going on. I think that, you know, community based, focusing more on community, you know, whatever community you're in. Even if it's expanded past the community you live in, which you should always focus on too, because if you can't take care of your own community, you can't help anywhere else. You know, whatever groups you're in, whatever, you know, finding common ground seems to be and being able to have open dialogue with each other without getting mad and hating each other seems to be the biggest problem that we have right now. It seems to be the one thing that's keeping us all down in the positions that we're in, is because we're so unwilling, for the first time in history, as far as I'm aware, that we're so unwilling to listen to ideas, to explore curiosities and grow and become better. It seems like it's like the echoes of virtue, bro. You know, it's
bro.
away.
The creators of this nation were 21 years old, already convicted felons.
Oh yeah.
Hashtag look it up. This is not a fucking lie. The
up.
people that created the fucking Constitution were 18, 19, 20, 24-year-olds, bro.
Yeah.
Convicted felons fighting an empire where the sun never slept. This is not a
they were
fucking
hardened.
lie.
They were hardened
and it
people,
was-
though. It's not like they were fucking babies and had everything gifted to them.
There's
and
only
everything.
3% of them though, too. So
Right, and that's another thing, is it only takes a handful of people. So, like, as I always say, somebody's eventually going to throw the first rock. But
excuse me, just
you know,
for a second, guys. I'll be right back.
okay. This question was going to be for him, but have you heard about these homeschooling pods that had basically started around the time that people were having issues with the Zoom shit during COVID, when they were starting to discover what they were teaching their kids? People in these communities decided to start basically putting these homeschool projects together within their community, so that all the parents were in on it, and they would take turns, each one doing something, and they came up with their own curriculum and the way that they were going to teach kids. And I was curious if you had heard anything about this, because I want to start promoting this on my show.
Yo, Loki, I am a Zoom user. So you having said Zoom first after calling me a dinosaur in my own show, well, it says a lot, bro. But quite frankly, no. I did notice a big influx on pressure on having kids vaccinated. On Friday, I was with my almost 3-year-old at Harbor Hospital, because she has a fever. She fell, she hit in front of her head. That was a head injury. Let's take her there. Get it cleared up. And the first thing, you know what was the first thing they asked me? Preschool?
Is your daughter vaccinated?
Are they vaccinated? And I told her no. She has one vaccination, which is K12, and that's it. The K12 or K1, whatever the fuck it's called, the iron one in the beginning. And they were like, why? Because she overgrew them. Why else? Oh, so you haven't taken her? No, I haven't taken her to the clinic. She doesn't need to be to the clinic. She's fucking native. Look at her. She's ready to go. She was born with a jaguar on her head, ready to kill it. That's it. She doesn't need no vaccination. Okay, Dad. Okay, Dad. We're okay. No, I'm okay. Are you okay? I got really emotional because it got to a point, bro. They didn't ask me, where's the fucking chipote? Chipote means like a head injury. Where's the head injury? No. Where's the chipote? No. Oh, what happened? Did she fall? How did she fall? No, she didn't. They didn't ask me that. They asked me, how are her vaccinations? I just waited 30 fucking minutes with a bunch of homeless people and hobos in the back and Venezuelans, so that you could come and tell me if she has her vaccinations. Half of these fucking people that walked across the fucking border don't have any vaccinations, and you want to come over here and suck dick? Fuck
Hey,
you.
bro. Hey, it's worse than that. They won't even groom dogs now at PetSmart and shit like that if your dogs are not fully vaccinated with all their shit.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, if they don't have parvo. I mean, I can.
My best friend is He's a dog breeder. He told me the same thing. He was like, "Fool, it's
That's
it's not like that when we were in high school." I was like, "It is what it is, bro. You want to make money, spend the money, bro."
Actually, it's funny. I kind of came in at a crazy thing because I was just reading an article. It was actually on I think it was the Washington Post, which is really weird. I'm not 100% sure, but they were talking about the rise. It was talking about the rise because it was a left leaning paper. Cases of polio, tuberculosis, like a different strain of tuberculosis, measles, like things that were vaccinated against. People are coming across, with these diseases and bringing them into our country, and they're going to probably mutate. I mean, I would imagine, and turn into different.
Mutate my ass, mutate.
Yeah.
Just they saw you a solution to our problem. The problem they provided.
Yeah.
They
It's funny you say that, dude. The food pyramid. You know what the biggest mergers of major corporations in the 20th century were? It was food. It was tobacco companies who started to get leaned on extremely hard about advertising, right? Because you used to see it in everything. You'd have cigarette ads in everything, right? So they clamped down the advertising, said they were advertising to kids, and then I think it was R.J. Reynolds, PM. I'm not 100% sure which. It was two major corporations. They bought Kraft Foods, right? They bought another major food company, or a couple more major food companies. I think they're the biggest mergers of the 20th century. Nobody hears about. They put scientists in to get people addicted to processed foods, created the food pyramid, and told us all that this is how we're supposed to live, right?
Bam.
Look at us now. Yeah. And we are the most unhealthy. Our country is the most unhealthy country on planet Earth. Maybe our continent, but I mean, it's fucking insane.
I was saying this, going back to the Marine and military shit that you guys were mentioning earlier. The only reason why a lot of our veterans are still proud of being veterans is because of not only brainwashing, but because the only reason the United States is the number one in the world is because we have 19 aircraft carriers, $33 trillion in debt, and the number one military in the world. But that is not the only number one thing that we are at. We are also the number one in prisoners, right? In gender studies.
Yeah.
Right. There's not a lot of things that we could be proud of as Americans. When I walk down the street down Spain, anywhere in Spain, Italy, anywhere in Europe,
Russia,
and I speak Spanish or English, and I'm brown, the bitches want to have a baby. As soon as I say I'm American, guys, they would kick me out fast. You see what I'm saying? If I say I'm Mexican,
to be like that, did it?
Exactly. It didn't. Why do people hate us? It's called influence.
Yeah.
Nobody else has 350 fucking military bases around the fucking world today just for influence. No one, bro. You get me? Yeah. You're in the Red Sea, in the middle of Europe, in the middle of Asia, and there's a military base there for the United States of America. Yeah, bro. Trip the fuck out. All our money is spent on defense. Yeah.
I just want to point out one thing, though. We also have some of the baddest ass human beings on planet in our military. They're all badasses. They're all soldiers. They're
the veterans,
top tier bad motherfuckers. And I just want shout out to them. Thank you. But we're starting. That's starting to go away too. Did you guys see that? They're rebelling. Did you see that? We are that platoon meme on Instagram or TikTok. It was a gay dude and a bunch of girls. We are that platoon. You know what I mean? And they all got army shirts on and shit.
We're fucked.
Yeah,
we're fucked. We're cooked. We're cooked. Right? That one. Yeah, we're cooked,
crazy,
bro.
It's fucking crazy.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to be an American right now and under this administration. At least
it won't be for very long, man. Shit's gonna hit the fan, and a lot of times it takes very fucking crazy times for people to show who the fuck they really are.
I think people are kind of dumb because we went through crazy times under Obama. And then our dumbasses knowing that there was, what that administration was about, immediately electing somebody who's the polar opposite. And then now we're putting up with this shit again. It's Obama's third term. He wants a fourth. I mean, I don't know if I can say that without getting kicked off of YouTube, but
right.
I mean, that's how it feels.
Well, this election season is going to be crazy, right? This is because they're already trying to push COVID 2.0, whatever that monkeypox is the first one they tried, or no, they tried bird flu. Then now it's going to be monkeypox again. Who knows what the fuck is? They're going to try to push that. They're going to push the war. Also, all the cheating. It's going to be. We're going to see some riots. It's going to be. Grab some popcorn, sit back, and get ready.
They fucked up when they were designing monkeypox because it's only affecting the gay community. Is what there's.
Yeah, that's how they were first doing it. It was like the bathhouses or something.
Yeah. Anyways, go ahead, brother. What were you gonna say?
It starts in the butthole, guys. If you have sprinkled monkeypox in the butthole, you're not only gay, but you're also got monkeypox, and it's extremely important for you guys to go get checked, not by a gay guy, but by a straight guy. Yo, it's important because you know what, bro? There's gonna be riots either way.
Yes,
I've noticed. I'm a Trumper, bro. I'm a. Wait, let me pick up the volume of this shit because I can't hear myself. Yeah. I've noticed that there's an issue with the issue's not who we're choosing to be the president. The issue is us. I just spent 30 minutes right now talking shit about other Hispanics.
Yeah.
I'm willing to cut some heads off if he's a Venezuelan from the fucking prison. I'm down. Not that I'm promoting violence here, guys. I'm not promoting violence. But I am going to say this. Donald Trump is going to win. And the riots are going to be even worse.
Yeah.
You think January 6th was structured, placed on a pedestal, garage sold as the worst? No, bro. This is going to be BLM and Antifa times 3.
Yeah.
And he's going to be the reason why they're being played.
Well, the left is already preparing people for it too, because they're saying there won't be a peaceful power of transfer.
Raskin.
Saying that it's going to be worse than January 6th. Basically saying if you guys vote him in, then you're signing your own death warrant. But you know what? I think that people learned from last time, or not. I wouldn't say learned, but I think last time deterred people. And now there's a good portion of people that would have went and protested. Now they're scared to go out because they don't want to become political prisoners.
I think that I think you're right in some ways, but I don't. He's more right. What he's saying is it's gonna. Remember in 2020, the summer of love, it was happening in all of our communities, right? And it's not going to be focused on the Capitol. It's going to be here. And it feels like, that he's probably right. We're going to wind up having to defend ourselves against roving bands of, lunatics.
Let me ask you a question, Tommy Prophet, since we're on your show, bro.
Yeah.
And we're kind of like balancing off what we're talking here.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. I like to do this on my show every episode, and I like to inject a little Jesus in here. Not because I'm religious, not at all. It's I'm drunk right now. Who the fuck am I? Who are you guys to judge? Who am I to judge?
Hey, Noah was a drunk.
But we're always. You drink one beer, allegedly AAA meeting says that you're a drunk, or you have to admit to being a drunk at all times. I guess. Fucking bullshit. Anyway, bro. This is his plan, bro.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the shit that we live through, the shit that we're fighting for. I have my fourth leg. I call him my fourth leg. Juan Vasquez. He says wherever there's one or two people talking about his name, you guys don't even have to mention it. But as long as you reply, you already fucking applied to the conversation. wherever there's 2 or 1 people mentioning his name, Jesus Christ, that's mass. And people will get intrigued and people will look into. And I always say on the show, the Bible's probably one of the most conspiratorial books of all time. It has sex, it has murder, it has spies, it has monarchies, it has everything that we are already living now, right?
Yeah.
This is all by design. And even though our position here is to wake up the masses, our direction for this conversation is not to wake up and make you feel some type of way.
Yeah.
What do you fall in? What do you fall on religion, bro?
Who, me? Or
I'm talking.
who
I'm talking about religion that's
people. Yeah.
Connecting money, collecting money, organized.
I don't really have an organized religion that I even take into consideration. I'm pretty well read, and I believe in, you know, I would be a Christian if anything, and I believe a lot of it, but I believe there's a lot more to it that we're not privy to, you know, and that is by design as well. So I just decided to get myself out there and make myself privy to a lot of things that organized religion doesn't teach us. So I decided that organized religion is not for me.
A lot of the ways that we behave today,
yeah,
and a lot of the ways that our communities behave and family behaves, a lot of the values that are instilled into our children today, a lot of the ways that we think are because of religion. Going back
absolutely
to Bonaparte, religion.
Yeah.
They're telling you where to live, how to live, when to clock out, when the seasons are coming in, when do you collect your check, when do you fucking grow your crops, when do you get your corn, what gender your kid's going to be. They have controlled the seasons, the time, the earth, the flat earth, the round earth, all means of information at every single given time and criteria. They are communicating and telling you exactly how to behave.
Yep.
Do you honestly think that Zuckerberg giving up right now the information that the Biden administration was talking shit and suppressing real information in his mainstream media outlet was just because he had a change of heart? Fuck Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg has the information and all the public knowledge of all your behavior patterns, the colors you like, the bitches you fuck, who you talk to, what's your drizz, the fucking color of your Calvin Klein fucking boxers.
Oh, more than that, he's got all the dirty messages that you've sent from fucking the time of Facebook happened. So Facebook is actually an extension of LifeLog, which was created by the CIA to be able to track people and everything. And what happened was they shut down that program. And the day that they shut down that program was the day that Facebook went live. Now, you were just talking about how Zuckerberg, is he all of a sudden just having a change of heart? Absolutely not. There's one of two things playing out here. And it is either he knows that Trump administration is going to get in there and they're going to prosecute everybody. And we most likely will have military tribunals if Trump gets in there. And these people are fucking scared. Or number two, what's happening here is he is trying to play good guy to get people on his side because he's about to do the same fucking thing, because he might say he had a change of heart, but motherfucker, I don't have my old Facebook account back. I don't have the 2 fucking Instagram accounts that you took away from me. One of them I had 55,000+ fucking followers. You know, I don't have those. I'm not allowed to go live on Instagram right now. So this change of heart shit, go fuck yourself as well. I second that.
You want to change your heart? Start with the fucking people that made your platform a platform. How about that?
I still think MySpace was better.
MySpace was king, bro. Because you get to do whatever the fuck you want to do and put the music you want to do. But the point is, bro, straight up, no. For he read the algorithms, and Katillist is absolutely on the money. It's not about he saw the behavior patterns. He's noticing how people are going left and right. He sees the riots. He sees the rise in crime. The least amount of views on Facebook. People are using more foreign platforms like TikTok University to get their information. And who's buzzing? Oh, what's buzzing right now? Of course, it's all an algorithm grab, bro. He's not a good guy, bro. And I don't even think Elon Musk is a good guy either. I think he's a piece of shit still. Fuck it. It's the truth, bro. I'm not a
I
fan of
like
him either,
Elon.
bro.
I don't know. I
You
like
like
him.
Elon? What do you
Yeah.
like about this fucking asshole, bro?
I think
Teslas?
that honestly,
The
like
Cybertruck?
I've read a lot of like things that he wrote, and just studying the guy a little bit. I think he actually, deep down, he's not. He has good intentions, and he's right about. He's a free speech absolutist. Love it. He destroyed him when he bought TikTok, or I mean, X. He fights back. He pushes back. And he's the only one that's out there doing it. Like, I mean, all these tech giants, we don't even know. I mean, we know, okay, we got Bill Gates. We know what he looks like. We got that Jeff Bozo from Amazon, right? Who's destroyed mom and pop shops all over the world, right? Then you got Mark Zuckerberg, who's basically a data collector for the intel agencies. And then you got Elon Musk, who's trying to do some good things. You know what I mean? And when you're in a bad, sometimes you gotta, fight dirty and be underhanded when you're surrounded by dirty, underhanded people. But I think his heart's in the right place at the end of the day. So I'm just gonna stick with that.
Okay. I'm gonna throw this at you. When the Cybertruck is considered the future vehicle of the world, and I have a 2015 Mitsubishi Mirage, and I go to the fucking Arco station, and with $30, I get 210 miles in less than 2 minutes for $30. And the Cybertruck gets 180 miles and have to wait 8 hours and spend $90 on a tank. That's not the future, bro.
No, you're absolutely right with that. So I mean, some of the things that are coming out are kind of not really. It's not really right. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. That doesn't mean that his heart's not in the right place. It may be in the wrong place when it comes to certain things. And I think the EV, to be honest with you, personally, EV if I don't have to, I will never, ever have one. There's a guy on YouTube right now who invented a battery cell. He takes a torch and he burns water, and you can see the water. The gas is popping off the water. He made a cell. He put it in his truck. He puts water in it, and he drives it around.
And they killed him in the fucking market store, right?
No, he's brand new. This guy's brand new.
All right.
Just came out with it.
Before we get too far off subject, Elon Musk is quoted saying that he wants to save the world as long as he is the person who can save it. So
when was that though?
Well, I don't know. This was on an Apple documentary. There's a new documentary on Elon Musk on Apple TV. It's very interesting, but it is also coming from Apple TV. So know, take it how you will with that aspect.
Oh, you mean the guys that help steal OpenAI from him?
Right. So there's a lot of good information in there as far as I think that we can pluck out some of the stuff and not throw the baby out with the bathwater. But, like I said, take it with a grain of salt. However, I mean, Elon Musk is not the most trustful person. And what I think is happening is I think these people of power are entangled with their own fight of who is going to be the top dog in order. It's like fucking Godzilla versus King Kong, as Sam Tripoli likes to say. And sometimes you need Godzilla to come and save the day, or King Kong to come and save the day, and I think that that's exactly what we're witnessing right now. And he wants people to think that he's a good guy and give them what they want so that he can feel like he's the top dog.
Do you know what throwing the baby out with the bathwater means?
Yeah, man, it was coined a long time ago when motherfuckers couldn't get really fresh water, and so it was like once a month that they would be able to bathe, and it always started with the man of the house and then trickled down from the boys in age and then the mom, and then it trickled down, and the baby was the last one, and sometimes the baby would drown or get some kind of fucking disease because the bath was so nasty.
Dark.
So throw the baby out with the bathwater.
That's insane. I never knew that.
While the French, I love history, bro. History is my
amazing. Yeah, me too.
While the French were throwing out their babies with the bathwater down to the river, the Aztecs had the most dense populated city and highest raised city in the fucking planet. They had sewer systems. They had markets. They had people weighing in the market. Bro, when you were in the market, and let's say Prophet was selling me something and I'm here to trade, and you had your scales and we're scaling shit out. If you call the Aztec police inside the market, one of us is dying. What this mean? This is what it means. If your weights were off, and you were found lying, they will murder you on the spot, drag your body and eat your flesh, and the empire will consume you. And if not that, if I called the cops and they found out that the fucking weights were off, bro, they would come in here and they would murder me instead of you. So if you called the cops, somebody was fucking dying. Absolutely. They had an entire system, bro. When Columbus came up that hill and they saw down there, they couldn't bear to see how populated this place was. It was more populated than India, Egypt, China. It was huge, bro. It was huge.
Yeah.
Teotihuacan. History is crazy, bro.
It's Mexico City. It's not Teotihuacan. It's what is it? What's it called?
It's still on the lake today. When it shakes,
I know.
El DF, it shakes and it wobbles like this. It will never break. It's floating. Yeah, and it's the highest, and it's the highest rated city in the world. It's fucking crazy, bro. The Aztecs knew their shit, bro.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So did every other civilization, obviously. Not to Mesopotamians. That's crazy.
It's crazy to me though. Like looking at these places, you got like Guam here in Nevada. There's pyramids. You got Guatemala. You got what you guys are talking about, the Aztecs, the Mayans, the Egyptians, and they're all built very, very fucking similar. And that just makes me believe that we had a civilization that was able to communicate with each other like a lot better than we're told. And, you know, maybe even a lot wider than, look at our buildings now. It's fucking insane how dumb and plain they are compared to these old buildings when you go into any city. Sorry, I didn't mean to go there, but
they were cohesive.
Oh, what? Oh, there you are.
That's the difference between the ancients and us, is they were cohesive. They were community
with the ecosystem, with the ground, with
they were cohesive with their world. They were cohesive with their worldviews and their religions and the way that they thought. And you know, they took care of each other. Even now, you know, you get people from different countries. They come to America. They think we're stupid, right? You got great grandma and grandpa, grandma and grandpa, and you got mom and dad. Then you got children. Then you got grandchildren and great grandchildren, and they all work together and they live in a house and they drive fucking Ferraris and they live in big giant houses and they all take care of each other, or they're poor and they still all take care of each other because they're a cohesive unit. It's a matter of, and community needs to become more cohesive. And in order to become more cohesive, we need to be able to talk to each other. And I don't it fucking blows me away why we don't that we're in right now.
What is going on with? I'm sorry, you guys. Live is freaking out.
Are they booting us?
No,
we've been talking some serious shit, dude.
Left and right, we're coming in and out. Yeah.
Well, you know, these things, again, it's like a good and a bad thing, right? We have all the information we could possibly want right here if we use it in the right way. And we're talking about our communities and our world. These things have become our communities and our world, and that could be a good thing and that could be a bad thing. The reason I say it could be a good thing, you shaking your head, is because we're able to wake up more people and we're able to have these discussions that we're having right now. We wouldn't be able to have this discussion right now. We would be totally isolated from one another, and we would not. But we would feel like we were alone in our thoughts and maybe think that we're crazy if we weren't able to communicate the way that we are right now. So in that sense, it is a good thing. The reason that it is a bad thing is because now people are sitting at the dinner table with their noses in their phone instead of having those communications with each other, the people that are sitting right there in front of them. And we're not having those moments where we're outside doing these things because people are stuck doing whatever it is in trying to impress somebody they're never going to meet through a screen. And that's a big thing. And I think that that's by design as well.
May I rebuttal?
Of course. I have to
rebuttal. Katillist, I have to rebuttal. No. First of all, life is not about how you feel. And second of all, you wave this for the good and the bad, right? I said represents good and bad. But if you would have held a Bible, that all represents good. It's an agenda. It's a blueprint of how to live your life. You don't need to be God. God lives inside of you. You would
Right,
have
but
already been ascensioned. If it would have been this, the axis to good and the bad, then yeah. But the access to the good was already created. And everything under the sun is not new. It's all copycatted, redesigned, and repackaged and resold by the ancients and by the author of lies, the thousand faces, Satan himself. This is the chip, bro. This is the culmination, and that is exactly what he wants you to do because he owns division.
in a way, yes, it
He's
is, brother.
acoustic.
But also, I can get the Bible on this thing. Therefore, it becomes an instrument of good, right? So,
Yeah.
so listen to me. We can pick up a hammer, and you can use a hammer and build something amazing for your family to live in and flourish and grow and speak the word of God. You can use a hammer to build a church, right? You can also use a hammer to bash somebody over the head with it. So it's all in how you use it.
Yeah, yeah, that's true with anything, though.
And then you have to take into account that there's different translations, lost translations, blah 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 blah.
Different books.
Yeah. Fucking A, man.
Different
History
books.
is fucking beautiful. I'm amplifying Katillist Jones. You beat me on the first one off.
Oh, that doesn't
Keeps me on
sound
my
good,
toes.
man. I don't know, man. I don't ever put me and beating anything off in the same sentence, bro.
Oh,
I don't know if I like that one. I don't know if I like that one. No, it's all good.
I think that, you know, doing the work of God, right? However you want to view your God, is trying to bring people together, trying to find common ground, trying to be community again. Again, I keep going back to this and saying it over and over and over again, but that's what we lost. That's what we've lost in translation. It's fucking ridiculous. It's lazy. It's unexcusable, but we do it anyway.
Right. Well, you know,
yeah.
Tommy, when you had to walk away there for a minute, I was talking about how when the pandemic first hit and everybody was starting to realize what they were teaching their kids because they were like kind of sitting behind the camera during these Zoom things. And so what I believe it started in Jersey is they started these things that they were called pod learnings. And it was these communities that would get together that lived in the same area, and they created their own homeschooling system where the parents would be trading off on certain roles, and they were all involved in the curriculum that their kids were getting taught, and they were making sure that they had medical freedom.
Yeah.
Which I think is awesome. And that's been building. Now we have that in every single state. So that's a good example of things that we can do to come together as a community. Just simple things like that, because we know that these schools are not really teaching our kids what they need to know. They've become indoctrination camps.
You know what's hella funny that when they did the COVID lockdown and they did schools on Zoom was the biggest mistake they fucking made. The biggest mistake they made was doing homeschooling on Zoom where somebody's mom can sit down and watch what they're teaching their children. That was the biggest mistake and one of the greatest parental awakenings of our time. I mean,
it was absolutely. And what did they do to fucking fight that? They started arresting parents that were speaking out at school board meetings, right? They weaponized the three-letter agencies against the own American people. Well, they did that with the Patriot Act to begin with. You know, let's call it the Patriot Act. Like, fuck you and your fucking titles. You can guarantee whatever it's called, they're doing the opposite.
That was George H.W. Bush. The Patriot Act been around. Dick Cheney, Rumsfeld, all them. That Patriot Act was a fucking joke. And you know what's hella crazy is Trump let that shit expire. Nobody talks about that. Nobody talks about that. Trump let it expire. The Biden
questionable acts by my president. I hear you loud and proud.
Biden brought it back, quietly, nice and quiet, but it'll go away again.
Right on. Hey, I know that he only had like an hour or something, but before we jumped off here, do you mind if I shout out a couple places real quick, Tommy? Is that okay on your show?
Get it.
All right, well, check this out. White Rabbit just got a new sponsor, and it is, I don't know if you can see the golden seal right there, but it is Charismatic. and it's charismictruestore.com, and they sent me this medallion. This thing is heavy as fuck. It's pretty fucking awesome. And yes, it's
yeah.
very nice. Very nice. Anyways, if you guys enter promo code KJones10, you will receive 10% off. And I just like to give them a shout out because I helped design some of their stuff. They got all kinds of cool stuff if you're into conspiracies and that kind of thing. And then also, if you go to organ-ite.com, you can get Organite. And the person that first tried to put this out, they killed him for trying to get this out to the public. And you got some too.
Yeah,
you got
I'm
some
very
too.
good friends with Isaac. Yep. Yeah.
So Isaac, our homie, says he's doing God's work and he doesn't care if he gets killed. He wants people to go and check this out. So Isaac, shout out to you for doing what you do, fearless, not caring if they kill you or not, and getting this shit out. That is organ-ite.com. And why don't you guys use Paranoid's promo code, and then next time Tommy Prophet will have his own.
All right.
Bam.
Go ahead, shout that promo code out.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I don't have a promo code. I buy everything.
Then that would be a promo code Rabbit, and I believe you receive 20% off. And all the proceeds that I get from that goes to upgrade both of these shows right here, The Art of Revolution and White Rabbit. So let's go.
Let's Maestro.
Go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank.
Yeah, go ahead.
First, I have a question for you, Prophet, right before we leave.
Yeah.
First of all, guys, I want to thank the Lord for allowing me to be here today. It's a Sunday morning. I already had a bottle of vodka, and my kids are fucking screaming outside, and I have a whole day ahead of me. I want to thank every single one of you guys for allowing me to enter your space. I want to thank Tommy Prophet and Katillist Jones again for choosing me and having me here. It's a humbling pleasure and experience.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much for fucking with one of the big dogs. Yo, Katillist, you're amazing. Prophet, do not stop.
I won't.
This is how we judge people in the podcast community. If you go over the 20 episode limit, then you're serious. If you're over the 100 episode and you still haven't made it, then you have heart. If you have 300 episodes in the fucking bank, you're about to blow the fuck up. And we're on that margin, bro. Let's blow the fucking up, dog. I'll see you in the top side, bro. And it's beautiful to know that you're fucking passionate, that you have power, they have the right people ahead of you and behind you, and you're surrounded by loving fucking God, Christ, and everything else. I bless everything that you do. I bless your kids, and I bless your family and everything that you are. Thank you so much, bro. All right.
Absolutely.
Now, why the Art of Revolution, though? Why that name?
I've had it since like 2001, right? And I consider it to be so in art, in my opinion, whether it's music or painting or sculpting or anything like that, it's delicate, it's time consuming, it has to be thought out, it has to be a gift to other people, right? That's what art is, right? So it's basically it's the gift of revolution, the gifts of positivity, revolution. I mean, it's super complicated. It's there's a Spanish saying that's like that too. I can't think of it right now. I'll have to ask my girlfriend, but I'll put it out there.
Is it also a spinoff of Art of War? And also shout out to the Hermit's Couch that's watching on YouTube. They say,
Yeah, no, it is a spinoff on the Art of War. Exactly. Like if you listen to the intro and outro songs, my brother SOS Mac, it's SOS-Mac. Well, you could find him on Instagram.
He sounded like Kill the Mockingbirds. He sounded like Sean.
He's who? My brother?
No, the dude that was rapping on your intro was fucking. I was like, that sounds like.
Oh yeah, that is his brother.
And one of the tightest rappers there is, dude. I swear to God, he's so.
He's bad. I have his fucking song, his latest song on my YouTube's playlist, bro. Kill the Mockingbirds.
Oh, no, I haven't heard that. I'm talking about my brother, but
well, speaking of Sean Chris from Kill the Mockingbirds, September 11th, 9/11 is coming up here pretty soon, and Tommy Prophet, myself, and Sean Chris are going to be doing a live 9/11 show where we're going to be giving people different aspects that they haven't thought of yet.
Just to end it with the bomb real quick, and end it with the bomb real quick. 9/11, the day they ended construction, was the day that the United States of America adopted the number 911 That's the emergency national number. Trip the fuck out. And there's a lot of more conspiracies there, guys. Make sure you check that shit out.
That's
We will
awesome.
for sure. If you listen to the outro, you'll get the Art of Revolution. Let's shout out where can they find Paranoid Radio?
Check us out at ParanoiRadio.com. Ladies and gentlemen, cuff up some of the t-shirts. You can find us on all podcast platforms. Drop a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It allows other people to enjoy the show as much as I enjoy making it. That is right. Make sure you check out Tommy Prophet and Katillist Jones on White Rabbit Podcast. Paranoid Radio Podcast is here to serve. Thank you so much.
Right on, guys. Thank you. Great show. We're sending it. I can't wait to see you guys. Check me out, Tommy Prophet, on Instagram. And I'll see you guys out there. See you in the world. Let's rock.
Take 3. Hey, what's up, G?
Zach G mixed it.
Hey. It's the Art of Revolution.
Push the masses away from the media. Every day it's a new distraction from what matters to me. And you get the public together to speak in front of theater with a microphone dangling. Congress tied up and they hearing us like, hey y'all, I'm holding this microphone like a K-Dog. And with this AR, I kick the revolution way off. Today's the day, dog. They ain't like us, I'm quoting K-Dog. I'm from the days of face-to-face conversations like, hey, wait up. The fake is blatant, we ain't the racist. The claim is baseless, they taking face pics. The trade for information, take away your simple basics. The day-to-day Satan worship is taking place. It's your chance to speak your mind and probably your last time. Time is running out, we hustle every day for peace of mind. Cheap and grind, that's what I'm saying when I'm out here getting mine. Get in line, the time to make a difference is not. Push, pull, push out the evil and pull in the truth. I know you got something to say and now's your time to say it, dude. Like push, pull, push out the evil and pull in the truth. I know you got something to say and now's your time to say it, dude. Like pull it together, get your notes and take a step up. The road to freedom always begins with a single letter. Are we ever gonna take a chance to get a leg up? The time to use your voice has arisen like it's the 7th. The first step is to let the people know you're fed up. The sword is quite mighty, but the pen will stick the neck better. Don't ever settle and constantly question your surroundings. Shit is always going down around you that you can't see. Thomas Sue and the Art of Revolution. It's time to spark a conversation and shock the institution. Fuck the system like Kama Sutra propaganda and mass confusion to take away your sight and then leave you blind to honest truth. Give me 2 fingers up a fuck piece, I'ma see a thumb. Middle one raised up higher than your middle son. Little ones paying the price of silence is within us, giving us no time to react like Chernobyl incidents. Push out the evil and pull in the truth. I know you got something to say and now's your time to say it, dude. Like push, push out the evil and pull in the truth. I know you got something to say and now's your time to say it, dude. Like
Yes, sir.
You hear the outro, Thomas Sue and the Art of Revolution.